When I finally told my mom about the abuse, it was hard. I wasn't verbal. I was not a verbal kid. I couldn't speak for myself. I was quiet. I wrote it on a piece of paper that my brother was touching my behind and rubbing on me. My mom, she confronted my brother and he ended up running away. Nothing else was done with my brother after that. Nothing changed. Even after that, he continued to sexually and physically abuse me. And when ACS got involved, my brother was over the age of living with my mom. He was still pushing me and calling me a fat whore because I was 14 and pregnant. It was specifically directed for my mom to not have my older brother in the house with me. But my mom was hiding him. As the abuse continued, my mom protected him. She told me to tell the police officers and the ACS workers that I lied about my brother touching me. She told me to tell them that I lied about my brother touching me. My mom is the only person in this fucking world that taught me how to steal and lie. And every time I stole something or lied about something, it didn't last long. I'm too sincere. Like, I don't have a lying bone in my body. I don't have a thief in my heart. She taught me that shit. I wasn't born like that. I'm just happy enough that I had that brain capacity to comprehend that this is not something I want to do. This is something I'm being taught to do. My mom used to take me shopping. And the shopping trips was one of my favorite memories until I started to remember more as I got older. Majority of my memories is submerged, is covered, because I've been through so much traumatic situations. So sometimes, as of today, I would smell something and it would remind me of something else from my past that it was really hard for me to remember until I smelled that smell. My mom, I was trying to think of great memories with her, and I remember the shopping trips. But then I remember her teaching me how to steal. We used to go to the medicine aisle. She would give me a box of pills, aspirin. She told me to open up the aspirin, and she taught me how to open up these bottles. I would open it up for her. My dumb ass can't open up my own fucking medicine bottle. What the fuck? Look at this. She told me to open it and empty out the pills in her bag. I recall my mom having a bunch of aspirins in her bag. She would take about 10 to 20 aspirins a night. She was trying to kill herself pretty much every single fucking day. She was never successful because she's still alive today. But she's dealing with a lot of fucking issues in her head. She fucked herself up. So when I thought that this was a great memory, I used to go shopping with my mom, food shopping with my mom. She used to always take me. That's because she trained me to steal for her. And that fell over to when I was 13 years old, and I started stealing from stores. But I didn't like it. And I was stealing from a store called Drains Reed. I went back 5 times that same day. Going back, stealing candy. And the reason why I kept going back is because I wanted to get caught. I thought that was the only way that I can stop is if they caught me. I went back 5 fucking times to that same store stealing candy. And they finally caught me. I have never stolen from a store ever since that day. Before that, I used to steal food because I was never eating. I was always hungry. I used to steal bread. That's it. Pretty much bread. I stole bread. I figured that bread was the best thing for me to steal as far as trying to eat. Just imagine you being as young as I was, not waking up to breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We never had food, bro. We never had food. And I'm older now and I have kids. It's not that hard to get fucking food. It's not that hard to feed your kids. There's other things that's harder. Much harder. But when it comes to feeding a kid, your next door neighbor wouldn't even allow your kids to starve. So it just showed me how much my parents really gave a fuck about us. But my dad being a pimp, prostituting girls as young as 13 years old, made him a pedophile.